They have some new receivers. What kind of a challenge does that present to your defense?
Sure. Well, they've got a couple really good returners as well, and have brought in a couple new guys that transferred in. I mean, anytime you've got depth at wide receiver combined with a really good quarterback, that presents challenges naturally for the defense. So we're going to have to certainly do a great job handling those guys in the pass game, and they're big and physical blockers too, so they also add a dimension in the run game, so we're going to have to do a great job collectively with all of that.
A quarterback like Raiola, solid freshman year, what are you looking for from him? Do you take a look at last year and project? Sorry,
it's yes. Obviously the opener is somewhat like that always. In this day and age, it's even drastically different because of the older new guys that everybody inevitably adds to their program. So you're looking at Kentucky video and Cal video to look at those other two wideouts that are naturally really good players. And you do have 13 games on Nebraska, but you're trying to sort out maybe what they did a little bit later in the year naturally than earlier, but you're still looking at everything. So there's a lot to all of it. But yes, he's certainly a very good quarterback. Started 13 games as a true freshman. Difficult to do at any position, especially that position. And big, strong, and can really throw the football. Makes really good decisions for him. So we certainly got our work cut out for us.
Which position group have you pinpointed on your defense that, if they have a good game, could have the biggest impact leading to you guys possibly?
Sure. Well, I naturally always start up front. To me, that's where my mind always goes in any football game. I believe our guys have the ability to impact the game up front, and that's really our down guys and our linebackers, and that's really where the bulk of our experience resides as a defense. So those guys have had a great fall camp. We're healthy there, and we're excited to let those guys perform for sure. So that will be really the group, those two groups, absolutely.
Kind of going off that, when you look at the context around Dante Corleone, it looks like he could have one of the better seasons of his career. Is that kind of what you're expecting out of him?
Absolutely. You always hope that seniors have their very best year in their last year. So Dante has certainly worked very hard to put himself in position to do that. He is a great leader for us, and we're excited to have him completely healthy and practicing with us every day. And without a doubt, we're very excited for his senior year.
Dana Holgerson took over calling plays for Nebraska at the end of last year. Do you think you can take much from that, or do you look at it and say we can use a little bit, but he's had a full off season now, and not to get caught up in expecting what you saw a lot of at the end of last year?
Sure, I think there's a little bit that you can. They were so tight end based a year ago, and a couple of those guys have graduated also. So I feel like it's just going to look so drastically different because they lose tight ends and add significant wide receivers and have a great wide receiver coming back, and used one of their older guys as a utility guy, kind of doing both things. So it's to me it's as wild as a first game that you could probably get into based on all the things that you're saying. There was coaching turnover, there's player turnover, all of those things. So naturally you're trying to do your very best to combine what you see on video and create those situations in practice that may, without trying to be to predict the future, you're trying to take as much from it as you can, but there are some question marks, absolutely.
With it being week one, do you want to rotate more or less? Like, do you want to flex your safeties that can play multiple positions, or is it more you want to stick with the first strings?
Sure, yeah. Our philosophy on defense is to play a number of guys that are ready to play. So We've worked through that really since the spring by having the bulk of our guys here since the spring. So up front all the way to the back. Now some positions naturally are deeper than others and allow us to rotate a little bit more and do some situational things. We do have some new guys in the secondary that one are new positions or two are new faces here. So, and being asked to do maybe some different things than they had done prior. So, but we go, naturally we practice with rotations. We will head into the opener with rotations and do our very best to try to be in the fourth quarter fresh, and that's the idea down the stretch for sure.
In your second year, you have some new defensive backs. Safe to say you feel better about that room?
We do. We love our group. What you don't have, with some of the guys is just the sheer experience, maybe at a couple of the positions that they're playing. Logan Wilson obviously played a lot of football for us a year ago. We've moved him to corner, so that's a different position for him, but he's had a great camp, was voted team captain, and certainly has great leadership ability for us, and is a guy that's played a lot of football in his career. So, at the safety spot, we've worked a number of different guys, some in multiple spots, not just one as well. So we're trying to create depth back there, and I think that'll be really a goal for us as we work through the season.
That rush end spot, you row a boat, you got a couple oars in there with Coleman, McCray, and Parker. How do you decide that rotation? Is it hot hand? Is it, just a snap rotation? How do you work through that?
Yep, so I think situationally we've got some guys we like in some situations better than others, whether that be, a first and second down idea or whether that's a passing situation. Naturally, you got some short yardage situations where you like some guys better than others too. So we have really, Coach Stewart works a lot with the substitutions of really not just maybe one guy running in and out, but a lot of times we'll run in three guys and run three guys off. So at times we've got guys packaged together, and that's basically situation, guys that play well together. Our D-line communicates a lot with one another, so we always need a great communicator in whatever group of three that we're putting out there. But we do feel really good about our depth there, and naturally, heading into week one, you're trying to get as many guys ready as you can to play on Thursday, but yeah, play on those days. So yeah.
You'd like every cornerback to look like Sauce Gardner, 6'3", 6'4", super long arms. You've got two guys you like, both at 5'9". Is there anything you have to do to compensate for that, or are you just confident that these guys are going to be able to get it done despite maybe the size disadvantage?
Sure. Well, we love both of those guys. We love Logan. We love Matt both. Not big guys, like you said, so we'll have to do a great job on our end too, because they do special team stuff for us as well. So we're going to have to spell those guys here and there. We've just got to pick the right situation, the best situation for whomever that is coming in for both of those guys as well. We've got some other guys that have prepared well, and we feel like complement those guys in different parts of the game too. So like other positions, we'll have to do a great job rotating there too, because simply, it's a lot of work to play corner for every single snap of every game.
Any other questions for Coach Veidt? Thank you, sir.